Okay.
Show how long it takes.
This is with the new curve. This is with the new curves of 43 degrees at what? 3,500?
3,500 and above. With a little more aggressive curve in the low end.
So there's no change now starting. It's all the same. It's all stock 1,000 curve right now. Well,
No.
up to 3,500.
I built the curve up just a hair. I went up to 2 degrees from about 2,000.
Okay.
Stock curve to around 2,000 from 2 to 3.
Kill switch.
Kill switch.
Already sounds better.
When you go from 39 to 43, then I just build instead of having it be stock and all of a sudden it jumps way up. I just build
Washer on it and go. If you're not in a hurry, you're not going to ride till next week. Take the damn things, throw them in a fucking container or something. Swab them back on it. Next week, put them on. Get one thing.
Come on, you got us all in suspense here.
What do you say?
Well, that's probably the most aggressive curve that it can handle. I did notice that it introduced a little bit of low end problem. You know, as far as like tractor power. Honda must have got it right pretty good with the curve that they were doing, because you know, basically with the other curves, you had torque everywhere. I did notice a slightly more high-end torque, you know, up there, 6 to 8, but not enough to like actually, like if he was going to go to the drag strip, this is probably good. And but the other curve was like the all-around curve. That
Okay.
was all totally advanced.
Okay, then let me, what we did was, we went from 39 to 43, from 3,000 RPM and above. And to smooth it out, I went more aggressive by 2 degrees, all the way down to 1,500 or 2,000. So would you say that from the stock curve worked great to 3,000 or 4,000 better? We can end with 43, but we cannot try to get there as fast. I was being aggressive with the mid-range and the top end to see how much that engine could handle for advance.
It was handling. All I'm saying is that I bet you if we went to the more aggressive curve that you have programmed in there, I'd probably you might be able to introduce a spit. Might be able to.
Probably.
You know.
Well,
I mean, it idled up
where-
the thing. I mean, I idled all the way up the
I listened
driveway.
to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
You know.
where did it? Where did it?
It's
Where was
fine
where
line.
was the sweet spot when it started?
The sweet spots was basically everywhere again. Everywhere. It's just that I noticed that I was paying a little more attention at real low RPM than I was before. Because, before it was handling it like easy as can
Did it
be.
accelerate harder from 2 to 3,000 RPM, or would you say
Oh,
no?
I'd say I got a little bit more acceleration. Like I said, if I was going to go to the drag strip, I had a little button there that, I was going to race somebody in a quarter mile or whatever, I'd definitely put it in that, because I'm not going to be putting around.
So
And
we
it
get-
wasn't even bad. I mean, don't read too much into what I'm saying.
Right. Well, we were pushing that to see how much that engine would take, and that's not a stock engine. So we could put your stock curve in up to 2,500. It'd be a little.
Well, I
easier.
like this curve. I really like this curve. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. I like the other curve that, the 39,
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
When you went if I had a rotary button with 4 choices, I would drop out the totally retarded curve. you know, and add this one up to the top. I'd probably ride around in the 39 degree or whatever it was.
Yep.
You know, as my baseline to ride around. You know.
And then have one for a bad batch of fuel or something else.
Yeah, you know, and then just totally eliminate the retarded curve totally.
Sure.
And that would be a good package because I mean, basically, how many times you're going to run into bad fuel and this, that, and the other, and there's just not really a reason to even have it. So if I have my choices right now, I got 5 choices and maybe 4 that I can do. I would drop the retarded, keep this one. What I really think is this. I could probably dial my carbs in and do all the things that need to be done to the motor, and I'd probably make this curve work
Your
really
favorite
great.
curve.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Make this curve really
I'd
well.
leave it like it is.
You know, like, so what I'm saying is like, I think if I tweaked it, I'd probably get all that stuff that I was talking about that maybe I was thinking I was losing a little bit, you know, just because I got the carbs dialed in,
Okay.
you know.
So
I like that.
So feeding it more advanced than this, well, we don't know, but
I think we probably, I think, I mean, we could do that if we want to, but I can tell that that we're fixing to go the other way.
okay.
Fixing to go the other way.
Then
As far
we'll
as
just
advanced.
we'll make this curve be, which it already is, your standard curve, and the stock curve will be curve number 2.
Right.
And then the other 2 can be identical to the second one, or one that's slightly less aggressive. And
Yeah,
we
like
won't worry
if I
about
was
the
going to
front.
drop something, it'd be that one you say, well, maybe you would have it,
Sure.
a need for it.
Okay.
Okay, well, maybe I won't ever. You know,
Sure.
I'd just soon drop that.
Okay.
I would rather drop that one and keep the one we just did.
So the one you just did, especially for top end, is your favorite one.
I could see it being that way if I had it. Yeah. I mean, it went up to $8,000, like now, once I got aggressive with
That's what you want.
it. I mean, it was like, you know. And I shifted right at about, I mean, I didn't even really venture into 85 because I had to turn, you know. But I mean, I took it right to there. It went up there real strong, hit the gear again, you know, the gear selection, and it only dropped down to, I don't know what it was, 6,500, whatever. It popped right back up to $8,000, and I shifted again, pow. And before I got to that road, I was way over 90 miles an hour. But touching 100, I know. And I don't know how far that is. It ain't very far.
It's only about a quarter of a mile.
You know, it's not very far.
It's not
But
very
just
far.
all
Yeah.
brakes to get down slow enough to get turned again.
It's only about a quarter of a mile.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No,
So we'll call her done then. I'll arrange the curves in a way that you know which way they are,
right.
and then when I get home, I'll print them off and send them to you as a picture that you can just print off on a color printer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm you know, we could try out the other curve, but I can almost tell that we're fixing
The other
to go
curve
there.
was identical, except the top was 2 degrees more aggressive if you wanted to try it. But if you don't want to, then let's just leave it at 43. That's pretty aggressive
that's
curve.
good.
We know that's aggressive already. So.
And then the stock, you know, Honda does do things right. You know, I'm on
Yeah.
the Honda basher, right? Honda basher. No, the 39 degrees was absolutely
I think if
perfect.
you go beyond this, you have to go into the mechanical timing end of it too. Also,
He'd have to really watch his hills because
Yeah.
he'd probably have to be switching curves, and we don't want to put him in that
No,
situation.
no.
If he loves it now, why
Leave it alone.
Then leave it alone.
Yeah.
We already went far enough.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
If
call
you,
it,
if,
you know,
if
the-
you want to get more aggressive with it, then you have to do it mechanically as well as
And I don't want him to lose
electronically.
that awesome
no.
low range,
that thing,
mid range.
That thing,
I mean,
that thing's awesome the way it is. Leave it alone.
I'm happy.
Yeah.